So listen, I am here about the residents of St. Elizabeth who came out against the plan to relocate to a safer area in St. Elizabeth. Now, if you know St. Elizabeth, then you would know you just need a little rain to fall for some areas in St. Elizabeth to be absolutely totally flooded. Time and time and time again, year after year after year, the same set of people loses because they are flooded out. And now, I don't know who is boosting up these people to choose to continue to live in the unsafe area of St. Elizabeth rather than to move to better grounds, because they live in what you call flood prone areas. Now, someone is boosting these people up, and you know why I know they are being boosted up? The plan to relocate them didn't start after Melissa. The land was identified about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They knew discussion took place, town hall meeting, everything took place. So they were very much aware that plans were afoot to move them to safer grounds. So I don't understand why is it that now they are coming out and being so vocal against the plan for their own safety. It's for their betterment. And they are willing for political reason to go against their own safety. Make it make sense. Someone needs to find out why are some, not all, some, a few residents, they're coming out to speak for the mass. Why is it that now they're suddenly against moving to somewhere safer and protected? That's what you need to wonder about.
So right now, me want to know what the Jamaica government are use for track hurricane road blockage. A serious something this. serious something. So all I want to talk like say Jamaica is in the Stone Age. I lie not tell from the Peter Ella only in the Stone Age. Jamaica is not in the Stone Age because I don't know how many other countries have the capability to do what Jamaica did. I don't know. Me need somebody. I wonder if it'll be the Minister of Technology. Are the Minister of Technology me need to ask, don't it? Me ask the Minister of Technology to see what I go on. Let me see if I can find out information here. So hold on. Where name? And anybody who write the Prime Minister's speech, wanna do a good job. Or maybe I him write it himself, because I'm not done. Maybe I him write it. They're in Miami. Yeah, man. I see them. It says the government of Jamaica won the prestigious 2026 Esri President's Award. Prime Minister Andrew Holness accepted the award in San Diego, California. The nation was honored for its use of digital maps and spatial data known as GIS to manage emergencies like Hurricane Melissa and coordinate relief across over 90 groups. Me never know, guys. It helps with disaster. It saves lives. It helps for better planning. And them something there. Jamaica going good, man. Jamaica is going on real good. So,
I want to praise GSAT.
for those of you who are just joining, you don't want to say anything about Councillor Chang? She's supposed to be happy, don't it? Nobody to harass her, nobody to disrespect her, nobody to undermine her, nobody to accuse her. I want to invite her over here, and I'm going to get a message out to her because I just want to ask her, what took you so long? You know, that's not a female-friendly place to be. 2 more people are crossing over. Me need man of God to call me and come sing the crossing over song. Man of God, come here. Come sing the crossing come sing the crossing over song if you're with it. All right. Music Freak, thank you. Music Freak says this GIS news is nowhere in the Gleaner. I saw them bad mind. It's nowhere in the Gleaner. I know the GIS news alone. I know the GIS news alone. Also, the news about Consta Chang, I haven't seen it either. And I would usually check, these mainstream people before I come on. I haven't seen it. They haven't posted it. And if they do post it, you know what they're going to do? They are going to post it after midnight when everybody gonna sleep, especially the story about Counselor Chang. Watch and see. So guys, tell me, what do you think with Julian Chang? What do you think that is going to mean for the politics of Westmoreland? What is that gonna mean for the municipal? What do you think about happen? This is very interesting. Only nationwide acknowledge it. Yeah, and this is a big news. It is a big major development. Jamaica and its technology, big major development. Look how many countries in the world. Look how many countries had disasters last year. And not Jamaica alone. But I guess Jamaica was able to utilize it, in a more effective way or something like that. Because that's what I was saying when I heard about Jamaica winning. I was like, of all the countries, why Jamaica? Because if you remember, even the same Hurricane Melissa hit more countries than Jamaica, not at the same category 5, but other countries got hit with Melissa. But I'm very curious about this. I want to see which country got it for 2025, 2024, 2023. I want to see what countries were awarded before Jamaica and why they were awarded for it. So I'm going to be looking very deeply into this, and I'm going to come back and talk to you about it. Very interesting. So, congratulations, Jamaica. Congratulations. This is some good news. And that's why we have to wave the flag all the time. Because Jamaica not did and we not dash it way. We go through a hard time just like everybody else. And we are seeing better days now. And we continuously, proudly wave our flag. And we continue to do great things, right? There are great minds at work in Jamaica right now. And a lot of people would not understand it. And that's why, I expected this to be like big news in Jamaica. And it's not. And that's why we need platforms like these, to bring good information, bring the truth, and big up the thing. As we should. This is great news. I'm very proud of Jamaica. And I know that as time goes by, we're going to continue to be innovative. We're going to continue to, evolve technologically. We're going to continue, whether it be in data keeping, whether it be to monitor, natural disasters, whether it be in healthcare, whether it be in education. We're going to continue to evolve. Thank you, Miss Paulette. Thank you. So this is why I say, guys, when I come out here, come talk about Singapore. On second thought and on reflection, I wish I would have carried that a little different, because what I really was trying to encourage you guys to see is that when you keep a government that has the right vision for the country, when you keep that government, great things can happen. And if you keep switching people with completely opposite, views and visions, then you hold your country back. And that I was not saying that I want Jamaica to be exactly like Singapore, because we're two different countries with different journeys. We have different cultures and stuff like that. So I was not saying that I want Jamaica to be exactly like Singapore. I want Jamaica to develop like Singapore. But the main point of that program was to say to the Jamaican people that what we can do like Singapore is to keep the government, because they have a vision. They're good at making long-term plans. They are good at bringing results. And that's what we want, right? And that is the kind of continuity that we need to make Jamaica continue to be great. That's what I was trying to say. And I hope that it came across to people. And I hope that I didn't come off as, trying to say, let us copy Singapore or all of what Singapore is about. That's not what I was saying. And for those of you who don't know, Singapore has had the same government in power for the past 65 years. 65 years. And if you look at their country, it's the right thing. I mean, what they did was the right thing. The government there, they have not failed the people yet. And they've been re-elected time after time after time. And they have continued to successfully develop their country. And they have the opposition that is basically a permanent opposition. And they're not fussing and fighting and sabotaging them government, because they dare not do that. Okay? And they're just there. Everybody's getting their salary and everybody happy. And the people them okay with it. And so the thing set. Right? But as long as the government is working for the people, them have the government there 65 years now. That's all I was trying to say. And I'm saying to Jamaica, we need to get wise about, changing our government. Are we doing something good for the country when we're changing the government? Is it because the government is not working for us? Is it because the opposing side has a good plan? These are the things that we need to look at. Guys, the Jamaican people, I think, are an intelligent set of voters. I see that the Jamaican people kept this government there 3 straight terms. And maybe I would not have said this before 2019, when I saw that the PNP has become a destructive force to itself. And by extension, would have been so if you put them in government, okay? But knowing what I know now, I can tell you that the Jamaican people made the right decision keeping this government there. You cannot have a party in government that is unstable, that is fighting against itself, that is fighting against its own. A leadership cannot function like that. You have to have a sense of stability. And I always believe that you can tell the type of government that you are going to have when you look at that party in opposition. If that party can hold in composure and do the right thing, when you look at that party in opposition, if that party can hold in composure and do the right thing when they're in opposition, then you can say that them stable-minded to be in government. But if when that party in a opposition, them a kill off one another and a fight off one another, you can't put them in a government. So I personally trust our electorate, and I think, so far for the last 10 years, They've done the right thing. They have done the right thing. So what can I say? But anyway, I want to tell you guys to make sure that if you can get this message out to the people them who are responsible for tourism in Jamaica, there's a serious siege going on down a blue hole where one set of man a badness them a deal with, right? In controlling blue hole and other people who are there, where them not a gunman people, they're not a bad people, they're scared. And that's their workplace. That's where they work. So they're reaching out to JPU and say, please get the word out there. We need help down here. No, right now. We need somebody to come down here and come see about, getting the situation under control before things happen. Okay? So guys, I think that's all I've got for this evening. The reason we used to change our government is they are there too long. And that's why I brought that program about Singapore. That is why. In truth and in fact, you don't want to have a government too long that's not doing anything. That's not good. But if you have a government there long that's working, let them work. There's nothing wrong with that. Somebody mentioned in the chat said to call the police. The people them say them call the police and they're not getting anywhere with it. So they need government people to come in and help. That's what I was told. Me said the member of parliament. I don't know down by between St. Anne and St. Mary. That's what I was told. The member of parliament is Dr. Russell, I was told. Yes. So I hope that the government get this message and, get somebody down there and go see about what's going on. Anyway, guys, the opposition party has no plan for Jamaica. They are all crabs in a barrel fighting against each other. That's true. That's true. We can see clear. And right now, guys, it's getting real ugly. I mean, people send the stuff to me every day about, what people are saying. I mean, it's very toxic. And thank God, thank God they're not in government, Wrong blue hole. What do you mean by wrong blue hole? That's the location I got and that's the news I got. Keep up the good work you are doing. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. No, that's not the original blue hole. There I guess the one down at St. Anne, between St. Anne and St. Mary. I've not been to that one, so I don't know that one. I'm just telling you guys what I was told reliably, by the people who sell down there. So, I'm just passing on the information. I told her to call, but she not comfortable calling because them stone her today. You understand? There's one in Portland. Yes, I know that one. That one I know. So, yeah. I think that the JLP should remain in power, but I do think that Andrew and the JLP need to start their succession planning. I think so too. Well, that's a no-brainer because a lot of JLP MPs are not going back, so I think the government should be doing a lot of preparations with that to make sure that they are replacing and training, those who are coming in fresh. That's Blue Lagoon. Okay, but she said she identified it as Blue Hole. That's what she told me. But thank you for the information. All right. Moderators, big up on yourself. Thank you for joining. Guys, may I go check out, Yeah, man. I'm glad that you guys... So I want to say, keep this... like this? Keep this or what? Let me know. I want to my boss, Let me know. PMP will never... Okay, that moved too fast. There are a lot of young MPs on the JLP benches. Yeah, and there are some outgoing too. Blue Lagoon is in Portland, yes. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. All right, all right.